Hello everybody and welcome back. So today I have another video for you guys. I know my upload schedule has been a little bit different this week. This is because I had to sort of move things around just a tiny bit because I am doing an extra upload this week because I just have so much sort of time-based content that I've been wanting to put out before the end of October. So anyways, so as you can see on the screen now, today I am drawing myself as a demon. This was one that I was very excited for because I don't know, I just had like a really good idea to try and draw this like demon and have like lava and stuff in the sort of environment. So I was really excited to try this one out. So as you can see, I am sketching on my iPad today. I'm using the program Procreate, and that is for me to do the sketch and the line art because I have just been really enjoying my digital line art lately. I find it just so crisp and satisfying to use, and that's why you're going to probably see a couple artworks with digital line art. Don't stress though, because I do plan on doing some more artworks that are sort of traditional line art and sort of less line arty heavy styles really soon. But anyways, so as you can see today I am drawing a lovely demon lady, and this is myself if I was a demon. I guess it's my demon sonar. And yeah, I actually had the cool idea for her to be a demon that obviously punishes evil people in hell, and the way she does that is she reads out the most cringy, terrible, bad fan fiction and forces these people to listen to it for the rest of eternity. And I thought that that was a interesting punishment, and if you know something about me, a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine is to read fan fiction. I just find it funny and interesting, and I kind of enjoy the cringe a little bit in some of the more cringy ones. Though that being said, yeah. So I'm actually going to be doing a bit more heavy liner in this artwork because I just really am into that sort of dark black line art. It's a bit of a phase for at the moment, but as you can see I have actually added a little bit of grey in this as well because I really wanted to try and see if I can like add a layer of gradient underneath the marker and just see how it goes, you know. On the hands and feet I decided to do that to give it a sort of burnt look as if she's definitely not human. And yeah, so I have printed this out onto some of my Express It blending card, which is a marker paper that is made specifically for alcohol-based markers, and it works super well. The colors always end up much more vibrant on this paper compared to, say, my Bristol paper. So that's why I decided to go with that paper, because I really wanted to sort of push the colors in this and get some really bright highlights in that sort of lava. And yeah, I had a lot of fun doing it. So I'm just mainly using colors like yellows, oranges, reds, and blacks and browns for the lava. And I'm just going from sort of light to dark in a way where I can sort of preserve some of those highlights but also get quite a bit of contrast in there and just try and make it look like lava. It did go through a few stages where I wasn't exactly sure what I was doing, but by the end of it I got the lava to a place that I was happy with. So next we are going on to the rocks here, and I really wanted to sort of give them a bit of a glow about them, as if like they're really hot from that lava, so they're sort of like glowing from the middle and bottom up. And I really like the way I sort of blended yellow into a chrome orange and then into a burnt umber. I find that it really looks kind of like fire or just like really hot, and that's exactly what I was trying to achieve. So now we are on to colouring in the skin tone, and as you can see I have a few details down from the line art phase that I have underneath this colouring of the skin, and I really kind of enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun colouring marker over the top of a sort of grey scale gradient. I found it very, very satisfying to see that gradient show from below, and because markers are a transparent medium, it was really, really easy and like fun to sort of watch the color layer over those darker parts. And yeah, I actually really like the color I picked for the skin tone too, because it was a light orange. It was a slightly more pinkish, beigeish orange, not too like fiery orange, so it kind of worked a little bit well as a skin tone while also giving that look of something that's definitely not human and something that's sort of fiery itself. And for the shading and the blush, I actually went with cadmium red because I wanted to sort of push the saturation and see what would happen if I added red on top of that. And I really like the results of that because it gives it a really sort of warm undertone and brightens the piece up quite a bit. So for the clothes, I wanted to go with just sort of something simple. When I searched demon art, demon lady, a lot of the clothes were kind of sexy and suggestive, and I didn't want to go too full on with that because, you know, I don't want to be demonetized, but I decided to go with a sort of like a strapless bodysuit because it fit the style really well, and it didn't add too much detail because I didn't want to sort of detract from all of the other details that I was adding in this illustration. So as you can see, I'm colouring in the wings and I have already coloured in the horns, and I just want to say I really, really love the sort of shading and the gradient in the horns. I spent a lot of time on that, and I tried to sort of blend it from a dark red to a light red in each section of the twisty horns, and I love them. They look so good. They almost look 3D, and I'm quite happy with that. So for the wings, I decided to go with a sort of cool grey number 5, mainly because I knew I was going to have a very dark background, but I didn't want to just do the wings black because they would sort of fade into the background. So that's why I decided to go with a grey, because it is a bit of a mid-tone, so it's going to show those highlights on the skin really well while also standing off from the background. So for the sort of stalactites or stalagmites, I'm not sure what it is, but it's the one coming down from the roof. I wanted to do it different to the ones coming up from the ground because, well, it would be further away from the lava, and it also wouldn't be as hot and melty and sort of glowing like the ones that are coming out of the lava. So I decided to go with a bit of cool grey for that. And I kind of wish I'd picked a warm grey, but I'm not too unhappy with it still. And I decided to do a bit of rim lighting on that with some yellow, just to show that it is sort of capturing that light a little bit. And for the background, I decided to go in with a pure black and just do a nice dark background to sort of emphasize the feeling that this character is in a dark cave deep under the ground. This character technically lives in hell because she's in hell punishing, you know, bad dead people. And yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this one. It was really, really good, and I love the story behind it, and the character and the expression on her face is just hilarious. She looks like she's really enjoying herself. And yeah, so after I got all of those colors down, I decided to go around her with a white gel pen just to sort of push the contrast, add some highlights, and make her stand off the background even more. Because when we have a dark background, you are going to lose some of that line art, some of that definition. So I decided to go in and fix that up a bit with the white gel pen, and it really pushes her off the background and makes her the definite focal point for this illustration. And it kind of like, I don't know, just it looks really crisp and nice, and I always love when I do a white outline around a character on a background. So here is the final results for this illustration, and I love it so much. This was so fun to do. Sorry if I'm spamming you guys with Halloween content. I'm just really into it at the moment, and I'm having a lot of fun drawing, and I hope you guys are enjoying that too. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit like and subscribe to get your scribble fix in the future, and I will see you in my next video, which is very, very, very soon, because I'm going to be doing an Inktober sort of flip through. So look forward to that, and I will see you in that video. Bye everyone.